Hello, brother. Today we're going to talk about how to do self improvement while being a student. So, you've seen everything about self improvement. You've seen about getting jacked, getting good grades, making a side business, making money, getting girls, like improving, how many friends you have, million and one things. But realistically, it can get really overwhelming, and you have all these big aspirations, but you don't actually achieve them as fast as you'd like. If it gets the end of the school year or the end of 6 months, whatever, and you look back and think, okay, did I improve my grades that much? Not really. Did I get in shape? Eh. Did I pick up that martial art that I wanted to pick up or that sport that I wanted to pick up? Did I get with that girl I had a crush on or did she just get a different boyfriend? All these things, and then you realize, damn, I'm not making that much progress. And that was me for many, many years, right? There were times in my life where I thought my life was like dedicated to, improve myself in all areas. And realistically, it would go a few months and I'd realize, what have I actually done? Like, remember I was working on some side project, like I made two courses and it took me like 3 or 4 months now to wake up at like 5 a.m., work on them and everything. And then I finished it and would think, okay, but what have I actually done during this time? Like, I made these two documents and I've basically not made that much improvement in the gym. My grades are the same, my relationships are like down bad. I'm playing video games for like 4 hours a day. What am I actually achieving? Now, I want to help you circumnavigate that point. I want to help you get past that point where you have all these big aspirations and things that you know you're supposed to do, but you're not doing them. This is like the step one of self improvement where okay, you know about doing all these things, but you're not yet at that stage where you can consistently do them. So, first step, chart your journey. So, what do I mean by this is you think you know exactly what you want in terms of goals. I guarantee you don't. You think that, you know, you want to get in great shape, yeah, you want to make money, all these things. You have the blanket statement that someone showed you on social media, now it's stuck in your brain because Tate said to make money, this guy said to get in shape, that your friend said he wanted to make a drop shipping business or something, and now you think, yeah, this is what I'm going to do. Guarantee you haven't spent 10 minutes sitting down and writing about your goal. Sitting down thinking, what do I actually want? Okay, I want to get in shape. No, 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 no. I want to be jacked. I want to have 20-inch biceps or like random measurement. I'm just trying to like think of what goals 15-year-old me would want, and I want to make 5K a month, 10K a month, whatever. I want to have excellent grades. You want to have great girlfriend. You want to have a great network of friends. All these things. Okay, sit down and actually write them. This sounds like a stupid step. Trust me, sit and do it. It's so so important. You want to get in this shape, so goal by when and measure it. So instead of me saying, say for YouTube, for example, I don't want to say I want to have 1,000 subscribers. No, I need to say by 31st December, I want to have 125 posted videos. Okay, so write it down for all your goals. At least three. Stick with three, I think is the best number. Don't go with too many, don't go with too few. One for health, one for relationships, one for wealth. Wealth for you, since we're students, that can be your studies, career, all these things. But obviously, if you have a side business or a job, amazing. Now, once you have that done, so for example, that can be bulk up 20 pounds by March, make like £500 a month from your side business, or improve your grades by 1 grade in every single subject you do, and get a girlfriend or go on 4 dates, whatever it is for you. Okay, now you've done that. Now we need to buy a vessel. So what I mean by that is if we want to go on this journey, we need to actually have a ship to travel with. The ship we're going to use is we're going to use a timetable. This is the most important thing. For all of your good habits, we're going to include them in a timetable. So if every day if one of your goals is getting shape, okay, so on your timetable, you're going to allocate time for going to the gym, for eating, for taking supplements, for sleeping enough. Don't overlook this step. It sounds stupid. This would have saved me months of progress. Like I would have been so much further ahead the earlier I implemented this. Now, do that for all your goals. Obviously, for the relationships one, it's a little bit more iffy, but you can allocate more time to it. So say on the weekends, for example, back when I was doing this, and there was a girl I wanted to date, and we're together now, for example, for like 2-3 years on and off. I wouldn't allocate daily timetable. What you can do is say allocate a 15-minute call at night, and then once a week on a Saturday or a Sunday or a Friday, go out and have a date, or go out with your friends, something. But typically your day to day, 5 days a week as a student, it should be wake up, work on your health and your wealth. So study basically or work on your side business and exercise. Okay, once we have those main things down, which one will start working towards them. I'm not going to overload you and tell you from the start, meditate, gratitude journal, social time, sunlight, drink enough water, like all these things, study adequately, deep work time. No. All we want for the start is just learn to do this. So maybe for you, it's come home, exercise for an hour, afterwards eat dinner, then go and study for 2 hours, and then spend 2-3 hours doing whatever the hell you want. We'll exercise more if you want, study more, whatever, but at the end of the day, just do whatever you want. No, once you have the habits nailed down a little bit, you can start optimizing it and think, okay, maybe I'll do a 20-minute exercise session in the morning. Start developing your timetable a little bit, start sectioning it out better, and then with every in-between time, we're just going to start working towards it and think, okay, now that we're rowing, now we want to travel faster. So say you do it consistently for 2 weeks, every day, you've tried workout. You've missed some days, say 2 weeks, 10 school days, let's say, you missed 2 of them. It's alright. You've done good. You've done a lot more than you were doing before. Fantastic. How about after your morning workout session, you're going to shower, and then after your shower, you'll do a 10-minute meditation. Or a 5-minute meditation, 10-minute gratitude journaling session. Only 15 minutes, but we're stacking habits on top of habits. Because you're always going to wake up in the morning, then you need to go to school after an hour or two, then you come home, and then you have a couple of hours to do your studying, exercise, eating, a bunch of other stuff within that time. And all we want to do is start plotting that down. This is so important. Let me recap that. Figure out your goals, then we need to make a timetable, even at least with the basics, but have it written down. Then try that for 2 weeks, just start getting consistent in those habits, then start improving it, add more things in, add more habits in. What habits should you add? Definitely meditation, definitely gratitude journaling, definitely a little, like 5 minutes of journaling about yesterday, what went good, what went bad, and a little memory. Just start building that up over time. Build up those good habits. And they can be really little, right? You don't need to meditate for 15 or 20 minutes, you can meditate for 3 or 5. After that, okay, gratitude journal. You don't need to gratitude journal for 15 minutes a day and then journal 15 minutes. No, it can just be 5 minutes and 5 minutes. Very simple. And we just want to stack up those habits and try fill up all of our day. After a month or 2 months, we want to have our normal day that we're just consistent in be wake up, productive thing, go to school, study hard, focus down. During lunch, don't sit on your phone, actually socialize with your friends or make new friends. Come home, exercise, eat properly, study properly, spend time with your family, whatever, go to sleep. For the weekends, do the same thing. It's a lot easier, especially, everyone's going to say, oh, my day changes. My day changes, bro. Everyone's day changes. This is your perfect day. For the weekends, it's a lot harder as a student to plan it, per se. So what I like to do is think, okay, instead of my whole day being planned, which is really difficult to do, what I used to do when I was still in school, now I'm in uni, I would just say, okay, from 7 to 12, I'm going to do these things. I'm going to be on timetable for the first few hours of the day. The rest of the day, I'll figure it out as I go. I'll try to be as productive as I can and such, but I want this section of productivity at the start of my day, and over time increase it. Guarantee you, this sounds simple, but it's so important. Now, if you miss some days, it doesn't matter. If you don't get 100% perfect done every single thing, it doesn't matter. This is your perfect day and you're already doing far better than before. So the reason I use this ship analogy is because now you're already on the water, you're traveling, and some days you don't row as hard as others, but you're still on the good trajectory as opposed to a few months back or 3 weeks back when you do nothing. You go in this direction a bit, then you play video games for one day for 8 hours, do nothing, then wouldn't know what to do another day, then you'd be on a bulking diet next day, then on a cutting diet next day, and just overwhelming yourself. So make this timetable, find out your goals, make a timetable associated with that, extend the timetable to your whole day, and just stick to it as best as you can. I guarantee you, you'll excel. I don't want to fill this up with little study tips or little exercise tips and stuff. Those are the minuscule little things that will give you some extra benefit. Being consistent and working on your goals every single day is really what's going to get you to that next level, to that benefit where you think, damn, I'm doing so good right now. This is exactly where I need to be. Where you look back a few months from now and think, I'm so grateful I started. I really want you to have that feeling as well, man. So thanks so much for watching. Much love, bro. And I get out of here, go do something productive. I'll catch you in the next one, bro. Much love.